Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the limited late models here at Charlotte. It barely got beat out in practice at the last second by another Austin. That's fine. Track came in somewhat clean. Like the top half of the middle was a little bit worn in, not really too much at all. So we had to wear in the bottom a little bit. So we should be a little bit faster here in qualifying because the bottom wasn't really worn in at all to start practice. Fastest I've ran so far today was on like a similar track condition. I ran like a 6:23, so I'm hoping I can do something similar to that. I take kind of a wide arc in to try to get a good low exit off of 2. Try to keep the car real straight too. 3 and 4, try to run the bottom. It's okay if you slide up a little bit, try to catch that grip. Just keep the car straight, don't scrub off speed. Ran a 6:79 there, it's not bad. I'm okay with that time. Second lap probably won't be as fast because we don't have that run-in going into turn 1. And second lap was a 7:94. You figured it'd be slower too. We are car number 3 out of a pretty big field. I don't know how many is exactly in it, but currently we've got the pole, which is awesome. Hopefully we can hold on to that. How many people are in this? 12 it looks like. I think there was like over 45 people that registered, so probably like 4 or 5 different splits. But we have a couple guys left to qualify, so I'll pick it up when we're getting ready to go green. Hopefully we can hold on to the pole here. Alright, we held on to the pole. That's nice. We had a good, like, 3/4 of a tenth over next place. That's nice. Hopefully we can keep the lead here in the race. I feel like it's going to be a tough one. A lot of guys seem real fast.
It's a lot of work yesterday for me to be out qualified 2 races in a row.
It's funny, his name is Benedetto. It sounds like Di Benedetto if there was a D in front of it.
That's what it is, bud. Last race, you and I did just fine.
Oh wow, they were real close. 7:42, 7:43. Hopefully we can get a good enough start here in the beginning of the race. Get away from them a little bit.
1/1000. It's all good.
Yeah, it was super close for them. But if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe if you want to see some more. I don't think we ran the limited late models last week because they were at Cedar Lake as well. So I ran the 305s there to see how it went. Didn't go well like I expected. Did not want to run these there as well. I just don't understand that track. It's ridiculous. Cedar Lake is difficult.
I qualified you last time. You slid me in past McLean.
Hopefully we can get a good start here. I don't know why the 9's down in the bottom lane bumping me. Not paying attention or something. I don't know. Hopefully we can get a good clean race. No cautions, 30 laps, should be fun. Charlotte always puts on some pretty good races, I feel like, in like most cars. I'm hoping the bottom gets pretty worn out too. We have to move up, find some speed. Because 1 and 2 usually move up here and find some speed. Right, what is this 9 car doing?
Get through the first little bit here.
That's just annoying altogether. Like, I understand it's a 0x, but you don't have to, like, almost hook me under the caution laps before the race starts.
Slide back in your seat there, man.
Because I could literally just go as soon as this pace truck goes in right now. I could just go. And that would catch everybody way off guard. It'd be hilarious. But we're not going to do that. I'm going to wait until we're in 3 and 4. Try to get a jump on them. They'll be side by side behind me. And that outside lane's not going to be as fast to start out with. So they're really going to be side by side. And hopefully them fighting together will help me pull away a little bit. That's my goal.
Damn it, Jay.
Just don't hit those tires down there at the bottom. And the 9 car looks like he hit the tires and took out the 12 almost. He seems to be all over the place. Almost wrecked me in the caution laps before the race started, like the pacing laps.
Just remember how that worked for you last night, bud.
Yep. Because the 9 tried to slide the 12, or he hit that tire down there, one of the two, and about took both of them out, or if not did, I'm not sure. Actually, the 9's still in 3rd place.
God, quit dumping people.
Now, I don't think he is. I think he just got sponged. So let's see if we can hold this lead. We have like 1.5 seconds over 2nd place, or just a little bit over 1, because in the corners it kind of gets janky when you're going in the corners on dirt. It's more accurate, like seeing it down the straightaway. Just need to try to keep the car straight, keep our momentum up, try not to hit, like get too sideways and mess up your speed. This little bit higher lane in 1 and 2 probably has a little bit better speed. It looks like the guy behind me is running that. 3 and 4, the very bottom usually keeps a ton of speed. So I'm gonna keep trying to hit that because it seems like I pull a 10th on him in 3 and 4 and he gets it back in 1 and 2 running up here. So I'm just gonna start running up here as well. I'm gonna keep running my bottom in 3 and 4, like way down here. Because 3 and 4 keeps a lot of grip on the bottom. You kind of slide up a little bit too much going into 3, I feel like. And you just lose a little bit of time. You do have a lot of momentum coming down the front stretch, though, is the thing. So let's see what we can do here. Keeping him around that 1.1 to 1.3 right now. Let's see if we could try to stretch that. He's got the 8 car pretty close to him. And they might start battling, and that will move them back some. Other than that, 4th place is pretty far back. We don't have any lap traffic ahead of us currently, which is nice. Getting the pole really helps these cars in general in this series. But this track helped a lot because people are trying to throw sliders and everything. Already 10 laps in. They're starting to fight side by side, it looks like behind me. I think the way to pass is either going to be trying to slide somebody if they go too high, or get into their outside. Because getting on somebody's outside just gets you a little bit more momentum. So I think it's going to be hard for him to pass behind me. Try to keep an eye on that battle though. He slid him in 3 and 4 there. He's going to be slow off of 4. But he's going to have the high side for 1 and 2, and ooh, he chopped him there on the nose. I thought they were both going to wreck there. 8 car is back in 2nd now, slides up in 3 and 4. You can see the time, like they're just burning off, but the 8 car is in 2nd now. Clean. I thought the 8 was going to get taken out. It was super close. I thought for sure he was getting taken out. I'm going to keep running this low side in 3 and 4. I just like it a lot more. Definitely going to go up here in 1 and 2, try to get my right rear in the grip. He seems to catch me a little bit going into turn 1 because all the momentum from turn 4 running up high. But it seems like I pull off like just about as much in the middle of 3 and 4 anyways. It's getting the wall there in the front stretch just by being stupid and not paying so much attention. Luckily we still have no lap cars up ahead. As I say that, there's 2 wrecking. Or 3. Oh Jesus, yeah, we got a couple guys up here. They're all going now. We don't have to worry about them at the moment. And we'll see where they go if we end up catching them. But we do got the 9 car who's been kind of a bowling ball at the moment, it seems like. Because we'll go back and see all these incidents after the race with what happened with the 9 and the 12 in the beginning, and then whatever just happened there between the 7, 9, and 10. Not 100% sure. 10 car goes, or the 10 car goes a slide on the 9. Clean. He's gonna have the outside 9 trying to do a short slider. Back on him. I got a 2-second lead now over 2nd and 3rd. Somehow I'm slowly pulling away. I guess they're starting to battle again. Yeah, the 4 car just threw a slider on the 8. 9's getting into the 10. This is terrifying for me. I don't like this at all. Oh jeez, Rick. Oh jeez. Can I just get by both of you guys? Please? Thank you. Just don't take me out 9 car. That's the last thing I want. Or 10 trying to throw a slider into the 9 here. I'm just running low so I don't get slid on by a lap car. 9 car moved the 10 out of the way by running in the back of him there. And now I'm by most of the chaos, I feel like. that was getting my heart rate going, just like trying to get around them because I had no clue what the hell was going to happen. I thought they were going to wreck in 1 and 2. Did not know the kind of speed they were going to have in 3 and 4. I just wanted to get in front of them and run away. That was my main goal because we have some lap cars up ahead, but I don't think I'm going to end up catching them unless they wreck. And I'm kind of going in like high into 1 and 2 where the grip is, and there's not a lot of slick on the exit of turn 2, so I'm trying to turn down the track, keeping the car straight, and it seems to be working really well. Still running times 15.9s, that's not too bad. That time it just really straightened out bad in the middle of the corner. Had a real weird bump. Still sticking to the bottom in 3 and 4, you just have to stay under the slick area, and you're fine. 5 laps to go, come on. We had a really rough week last week in dirt, so this will help out a lot. Get my confidence going back. Real sideways in 3 and 4, that was a bad corner. Got the lap car in the 9 trying to battle with 2nd and 3rd place. Happy I'm not in that mess. Got by that, luckily. We got the 7 in front of us by 4 seconds. I don't think we're going to end up catching him unless he wrecks. Thank God we qualified on the pole. We had a really good qualifying time. 6:79, I think it was. Had not nearly a tenth, but like 3/4 of a tenth over 2nd. And thank God we did. And had a good enough start to where the 9 wasn't very close to us, because he seemed to be a lot of the problem from what I've seen so far. From the pace laps, already bumping me twice, about hooking me.
Dan, can you get out the way, please?
One more lap around, come on. Haven't had a Charlotte race in a while. This race went perfect for us. Staying out of the cautions and everything, or not even the cautions, just the wrecks in general and all the drama. We do have the street stock race later in the week here, so
I hope you're ready for this next late model race.
hopefully we can go 2 for 2 this week in Charlotte, because we got one of them.
Warren, you are very annoying.
Great job, driver.
The one?
Great job, buddy.
I guess the one car was annoying. I don't know what happened with him.
Awesome work.
No,
Dang, they were all pretty
good.
close.
Up there, guys. Good job.
The one car ended up finishing 3rd. He got in front of the 4 car.
I don't know why you're mad. You're the one that started, dude.
Yeah, the 9 car seemed like he started
Good race
everything.
on that 8, that
Tires
was
are
fun.
great. For what's in the
Yeah, the 8 and the 4 were going at it. We'll go back and see all the stuff that happened in this race, but it seemed like the 9 was a part of just about all of it, so that would be my quick conclusion just from the pace laps and what I saw in my mirror going into turn 1, wiping out the 12, and then he ended up in a wreck later in the race. Let's see if we can drive this thing backwards. This track would be really fun backwards, actually. It's so wide. It looks so weird to the eye. But it's actually pretty smooth. It's hard to keep your car going straight, but like in the angle you want it to, but that was a lot of fun. This car actually drives really nice backwards. I wish we could do configurations backwards. It'd be so fun. But let's go back to the very beginning of this race. Go back to this 9, oh, not him, the 9 car I want to see, because I want to see just straight out the box what happened. Then we'll go back and actually see incidents. Because the 9 car is stuck on the outside from starting in 2nd. Nothing really happened there, but I think he's going to try to slide the 12 here. And they're not running high up the track, and he just wipes out the 12. Like, there was no room to throw a slider there at all. He just took out the 12. Luckily, the 12 saved it, didn't go into the wall. Where'd the 12 car end up finishing, actually? He ended up coming back, finishing 7th, which wasn't too bad. But I know the 9 car got took out, too, which is hilarious to me. Okay, he blinked. He blinked for a long time. He's still up here in 3rd, okay. And he cuts down in front of the 2, it looks like. Because the 2 was side by side with the 8. And the 9 car just goes in on the high side right in front of the 8 and kind of cuts down really hard. Might have gotten a little sideways being on a little bit of the slick. And I don't think the 12 expected that at all. And just the 9 just got ran over from that. But you got to hold your line if somebody's right on you like that. 11 car misses it. Good by him hitting the brakes. But let's go back to actually see all the incidents that happened through here. 1 car started really far back, actually. He got into the turn 1 tire right off the start of the race. I think the 5 got together with somebody here. Oh no, the 5 got bumped by the 2 is what happened. I think the 2 just had a little bit better of a line. Bumped back at him. That was unfortunate. This is where the 9 just wipes out the 12 going up the track. He just literally, that looked like it was an assassin mission at that point. Just trying to take him out. 2 and the 9 get together off of turn 4 a little. That's just rubbing racing. 12 car trying to get back up there. Ooh, he hits the front of the 11. Wasn't a clean slider. 11 car ran a little lower probably than the 12 expected at that point. 12 had a lot of momentum too. We already went over the 9 wreck. I want to see the other wreck with the 9. Like, what the hell happened? 10 car on the wall going in the 1. 10 car probably gonna get in the wall on the backstretch too. Yep, just a little bit before entry of corner. 9 car is actually behind the 12 at this point. That's kind of funny. Looks like he skimmed the wall a little bit. I really want to know what the wreck was though. I think it was with the 10, the 7, and the 9. And the 10's here. I don't know where the 7 is. I think the 7's that blue and black car behind the 12 here. I think he was a little bit of a wall tap from the 10. 11 car into the wall for 4. I did that once as well. 8 car. They had a hell of a battle. I want to go back and watch their battle because they had a great race. They were 4 wide there. Holy crap. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. There was just so much going on. Hang on. Let me slow this down. What the hell happened? They were like 4 wide coming off of turn 4. 12 cars getting up into the 2. How did that start though? No, they were already running side by side. I think the 12 just slid up a little bit too much. They're running super close. 12 car slides up a little bit too much, gets into the 12. 10 car has a huge run. 12 sideways gets into him. And then I don't know if the 7 went too high into that corner. Or I think the 10 might have just went down super early. Yeah, he's trying to cut down. There's a guy below you. You can't cut down to the bottom at that point. That started that. And then everything else started back here at the 9. Looked like he was going to try to run over the 12. He got bumped by the 2 instead. I think the 10's going to get shot back up the track. And it's going to collect the 9. So that had nothing to do with the 9 at that point. But he goes flipping. He goes for a freaking ride down the turn 1 and 2. Landed on his wheels. I'm outside feet, but on his wheels. Somehow keeps it going. Then they started throwing sliders back and forth the rest of this race. Right in front of me. And then the 2nd and 3rd place and everything. What lap is this? 20? 6 car trying to throw a slider on the 5. 5 car turns down just in time. That was super close. This is where I was coming up on them. And I thought they were going to wreck here. 10 car tries to throw a slider. Wasn't clear. It's the side of the 9. I was terrified for my life. Thank God the 10 stayed high here. Thought the 9 was going to swipe me out. Super close to doing it. He about clipped the back of me. I was terrified there. 2 cars in the wall. He had a bunch of damage. Front left, probably on his right side as well from the wall. And this is where the 9's a lap down, trying to throw sliders on 2nd and 3rd, who's the 8 and the 4. There's just no reason for that at that point. You're a lap down, just get out the way. Let the lead lap cars race each other. And he's going to go back up. I thought he was going to hit the back of the 8 there. I know the 8 ended up finishing 2nd, so good race by him. Being able to get back through that. 4 car gets hit by the 9 as well. Like, the 9 was just a bowling ball, hitting everybody. How many X's did he end up with? Oh, 10 car just took him out. 10 car took him the hell out. He ended up only with 6X. I'm shocked. I thought the 9 would have more than that. I think the 9 was trying to get him back there. And then this is after the race. The race is finished at this point. 9 car goes back, retaliates. Luckily, nobody else got hit by that. I want to go back and see the 1 car right at the end of that, because somehow he ended up in 3rd from all this. Because the 4 car's up there. It looks like he's got a little bit of front left damage. And then what happens to the 4? Does he hit the wall or something? How does the 4 get behind the 1? This is going into 2 laps to go here. But he started way in the back. Like, the 1 car started way back there. Going for a really far slider into 3 and 4. He doesn't really throw a slider. He just runs the bottom. Like, that's why I was running the bottom 3 and 4. The 1 car just showed running the bottom so much faster. But the 8 and the 4 had a hell of a race. Like, for a long time, they were just throwing sliders on each other behind me. What lap did it start? Because the 4 was in 2nd. Okay, it started about lap 11 to 12, and the 8 car started throwing sliders. But they had a hell of a race. Like, they kept it super clean, it seemed like, in my mirror. I thought somebody was going to get taken out at some point, but they kept it real clean. 8 car threw a really close slider there. 4 car, good crossover. Didn't really have the momentum because he had to check up. 4 car goes back, throws a slider. 8 car barely crosses over. Oh my god. Like, they had such a close battle there for so long. And then I think the 4 ends up catching them again. They start throwing sliders once again. But that was a hell of a race by them. Like, yeah, 4 car caught back up. He ended up finishing 4th, though, because the 1 car got around him. I'm telling you, that bottom in 3 and 4 was super fast. You had to follow the grip in 1 and 2. Bottom in 3 and 4 stayed pretty well. didn't really get loose at all. The slick kind of stayed in the middle for the most part, and you were able to run away with it. But luckily we were able to start up front because we got away from all the drama. That was awesome. So let's go see what kind of iRating we end up getting out of this. We were car number 3, so we should gain a decent amount, which is awesome. Let's go see what we end up getting. All right, results are in. Strength of field was nearly 2,800. There was 4 different splits. There was a bunch of people that registered to race this. We actually didn't even have the fastest lap of the race. The 8 car actually had the fastest lap on lap 7. Good run by him. The 1 car had his fastest lap on lap 29. That's crazy. Maybe because he was running the high side on 3 and 4 a lot, and he finally ran the bottom side to get by the 4 and saw how much faster he was. Holy crap. Like, he ran his fastest lap on the second to last lap. That's nuts. But luckily, we were out front. Didn't have to worry about that. Just had to worry about the lap cars later on in the race, which was terrifying. And we gained 55, which is awesome. Back over 4,400. Finally breaking that barrier again. Had a rough week last week. Dropped below it. And then took a few races to get back. Luckily, we were able to have a really good one here. And be a lower number, which was great for us. Because what was car number 1's iRating? He was just under 4,500. Number 2, we passed him now. Because he had mid 44s, so we're barely above him now. But luckily we're able to start out front. Didn't have to be a part of any of that drama in the back, because I feel like that was a shit show back there. That would have been very frustrating to be in, because 9 car got into a lot of people. He ended up finishing dead last, which is kind of funny to me. He had a 6X in that race, and he's a D-class driver. That kind of makes a lot of sense. His iRating's not bad. Like, he was over 2,100, but he's only a D-class driver. It makes a lot of sense. Like, he started out up front, like in second, but he's a D-class driver. It makes a lot of sense with the way he drives. Just what I'm saying. Like, it seemed like he got into a lot of people. Unfortunate for the 12. He was probably pretty quick as well, and got taken out by him early and had to work his way back up. But some of the guys in the back came up, like number 1 car started at 9th, finished 3rd. 8 car started 7th, got all the way up to 2nd. He was flying through the field. If he would have started up front, what was it? Did he qualify? I think everybody did. Yeah, everybody did. He just did not have a very good qualifying time. Actually, just everybody was super close. From a 742 to an 866, I just had like 3/4 of a tenth over everybody else, so I just had a good qualifying time. Very happy about that. But all these guys were really close in intervals, so that was a tough field to be in, it seemed like, when you're stuck back there, because everybody was pretty much the same speed. I'm happy I was able to run the bottom in 3 and 4, and I found that a lot quicker, or just the whole race, than anybody else. Everybody else kind of moved up like they did in 1 and 2, and I don't think that's the play. Keep on the bottom in 3 and 4. Work that bottom. Just practice that. Try to stay on the bottom all the time, unless it gets super slick down there. But if you, like you saw in my race, the middle got very slick. People just kept moving up with the grip in 3 and 4, and it just wasn't as fast. I just kind of pulled away from them. So that was very fun. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know if you guys did this race earlier in the week. Hopefully you guys got some wins as well. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.